Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the New Game Plus Easy Exhibition, the actual race. Just now noticed that was there. We have Marphoria and Ezekiel. It's gonna be on PC. I think Marphoria is using non-zero D, while Ezekiel is using zero D. We'll find out. Should be a great race. I know both of these guys have been practicing a lot. Alright, looks like we're getting ready. There we go. And we're off. Alright, so as you all know, this is Mia. She's awesome, the greatest character ever. We're about to head over to the guest house, which is the first part of Resident Evil 7. It's pretty standard, nothing really happens, you just gotta keep your movement, not bump into anything, and just make it clean and you'll be good. I don't think Mar put her timer up, but we'll see. Oh, alright. That's good. I've seen that cutscene a million times anyways.
俺は心配ないよ。大丈夫だ。話があって、ミアがまだ生きてたんだ。戻ってきた。見つかったのか？どうやって？何があった？詳しいことはわからない。わからないけど、とにかく彼女から連絡があった。何かのいたずらかもな。でも迎えに来てくれと。彼女どこに？ダルベイだ。ルイジアナ州だよ。
Alright, so in this cutscene here, we see Ethan. He's talking to, we assume is his best friend. We don't know. We're never told really of the story of this game. For some reason we never hear from him again. He doesn't take his phone with him. Tell anybody. Alright, and we're off. So like I said, just cut your corners tight, don't run into anything. First part here takes about, I think, 16 minutes to complete. See Jack there, you get slowed down. On PC, if you have a high enough frame rate, you can just zoom right past him. And we're going to see them go into the house, and they're going to hit retry once they see that autosave, and it's going to make them run a lot faster. It resets the speed, I think, to the outside speed, which is for some reason faster. I don't exactly know why, we just know what happens. Let's see, here's the first retry. And boop. PC super fast. And now we're jogging faster. You're gonna see a lot of these PC runners, they're gonna be changing their frame rate. Certain parts it's different, but most of the time they change their frame rate. It allows them to go past enemies quicker and safer. And some parts that just make certain parts just faster, like cleaner. And I think in total, PC has 6 retries. They have more than console because they can load the game faster. And yes, RE7 does go by the in-game timer. So we don't really need splits. Most console players, I don't think any of them actually use splits. Because for this game, when you pause the game or when the game's loading, the timer is not moving. So on console, the time's always going to be off. You see them dodge this guy, he pops out of the water here. All you gotta do is stare at the wall and shimmy to the left. And then you skip that animation. I'm gonna grab this crowbar. I think that's what it's called. And then I'm gonna open the door and find Mia. Find that she's been down here for 3 years. Ethan's just now hearing from her. He gets his weird coordinates on where she's at, and he's all like, "Where the heck you been, girl?" Fasting mode. Like, cursed. So yeah, here you can't move past Mia. You have to sit here and listen to her. So a lot of people just fool around. One thing you are going to see these guys do is they're going to be menuing, going to organize their menuing in every single Resident Evil game, I think, yeah. Menuing is very important. It saves a ton of time. Mia bracket? No, that would be too insulting. So this is also why a lot of the runners don't like Guest House, because we just have to sit here and follow her. Can't do anything. It's the slowest part of the game. We don't like to go slow. Now we're gonna enter this room here where Mia's like, "I swear there's a door here," but then there's not, but then there is. So you got to roam around and look for this imaginary door. So what runners are gonna do, they're just gonna actually stand the furthest away from it, from Mia, to trigger Mia getting taken away. that we can proceed on forward. And most people just fool around because it's completely timed. Majority of this game's all timed based. You just gotta wait for her to stop talking. And Mia will get taken by someone, and then you have to follow her. And there we go. You can get a jump on that audio cue. It's very risky though, because if you jump it wrong and you don't get it, you lose time. So you're just gonna run into the bathroom here, run out, and start another cue. She starts knocking on the door, you go down, and she's crazy. You see Mia's gonna start attacking us. We don't want to fight back and not listen to the game. I'll tell you, like, block or deflect, whatever it's called. You don't listen to it. And then you're gonna actually run forward because we want to trigger this whole animation as quickly as possible. So instead of running away, we just run straight at her. And Mia knocks herself out. And then now we have to get her to rise up. People do different things here, but normally it takes about 13, 14 seconds for me to rise. We'll see how they do it. Alright, so they're just gonna stand there. If you like move up just a tad, just tiny bit, you can find the sweet spot and she'll automatically rise up once the timer's down. Just like that. It's magic. You're gonna grab the axe here and then you're just gonna swipe at Mia and it's gonna be an easy fight. And for this phone call here, if you stand too close to it, it won't go off, so you need to back up a little bit. And once their phone call is done, they're going to take the axe with them. Some people, when they first played this game, they didn't know you can do that, but yes, you can take the axe with you. Then they're going to do their second retry. And boop. It's that fast. PC is so fast. Console, it takes like 4 minutes. We're gonna grab the fuse here. In order to give power to the stairs. Not really sure why the stairs need power. And then, oh, there's Mia again. So here's where you're gonna see the difference if we're on CRD or not. When Mia cuts off Ethan's arm, if you're on CRD, which is a censored version of the game, it's a Japanese version of the game, you'll get a black screen and Ethan's arm will still be attached. There you go. Ezekiel, I don't know how to say his name, so I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. He is on CRD. Ezekiel, I'm gonna embarrass myself with this. There we go, we got the black flash screen and his arm is still attached. Marphoria, she's got the screwdriver in her arm, she's gonna lose her arm. You can pick it up, but there's no point. Then we're gonna head over to Mia 2 fight. For PC, you can kill Mia in one axe swipe, because this axe is broken and is based on frames. The more frames you have, the better hits you can get off of one swing. Oh, we got a one hit. Oh, I thought Mara got another one. Looks like it was a 2 hit maybe. Still really good fights. There is no time difference between that cutscene when Mia's cutting off your arm. There's just a sensory. So here we gotta wait for Jack. It's time-based again. Just gotta wait for him to punch you in the face. Now we're at the dinner table. Just after Zoe staples your hand back on. Now we're at the dinner table. So we got the person throwing food at us is Lucas. Person drinking the beer is Jack. And Marguerite's over there to the right, clawing out of food. And that little lady is the granny.
誰だお前らは。ミアはどこだ。
美味しいんだから。
このバカには何言ったって分かりゃしねえ。
ルーカス何やってんだい。
何すんだよあんた。勘弁しろよ親父。どげ曲がると。
As you can see, this family is pretty messed up.
夕食はちゃんと食わんとな。さあ食うんだ。ちゃんと食わんといかんぞ。ほら食うんだよ。
なんだいこのクソ野郎が吐きやがったよジャック。こんな
うるせえぞバカ野郎。
せっかく作ってやったってのに。なんだいふざけやがって。あのクソ野郎許さないよ。せっかく私が作ってやったのに吐きやがって。
こいつは我が家にはとっておきのごちそうでな。わかるか？
So right there when Jack is stabbing Ethan, he's actually stabbing him in the cheek. You can see at certain parts of the game, you see like a little scar on his face. Now everybody ends up taking off, and now we gotta get out of this chair. We just gotta find a way to get out of here. And we're gonna need to grab the keys to the garage. And when we go to grab those keys, Jack is there waiting for us. So if we just like some camera movement and we're staying close to the wall, we can actually avoid him grabbing us, but a lot of times Jack just does what Jack wants. He wants to grab you, he wants to stab you, he's gonna do it. He's the most reset guy in this game. We're gonna see him interact with that door right there, and it's gonna trigger the cop that comes later. Well, Jack is not being nice to Marphoria right now. Oh, She got Jack to burst through the wall. So if Jack's far enough away, like if he's out of your view and you turn that corner, if you turn back, he will burst through the wall instead. She easily caught up with that strat right there. She saved it. Alright, so now we're gonna talk to Zoe again. She's gonna tell him about the family and whatnot, and after this phone call, we're gonna grab our new game plus items.
あいつらは一体何なんだ
Which is the Albert, which is gonna be the most used weapon, and infinite ammo, a saw, shoes. We're just gonna run into this kitchen, into like this little column there, and it's gonna spawn the deputy. You see, most people will just spam the item box because you can delete New Game Plus items, so a lot of people just spam it, grab everything, and they'll delete it later.
助けてくれちょっと落ち着いてあんたここの人間なのかつまりこの家に住んでるのか俺がそうじゃない違うそうか実はこの辺りで失踪事件があったと通報を受けてねそれどころじゃないここから出たいんだまあ落ち着けって俺の話を聞いてくれこの家のイカれた奴らに殺されそうなんだそうかじゃあ言わせてもらうがそういうあんたこそあんまりまともな人間には見えないぞふざけないでくれいいかさっきも言ったがこの辺りで失踪事件が頻発してるんだ疑ってるわけじゃないが
So now the deputy here, he's gonna give us a knife. Pretty useless knife, unless you're doing knife only.
話すから
I'm gonna use it to open the garage door, and that's the most all the use we're gonna get out of that knife. Just gonna open the garage door.
貸してくれあんたどうかしてるんじゃないかなあ保安官
Why this deputy does not call for backup or anything is beyond me.
俺を新聞の死亡記事で見るか助けて一躍ヒーローになるかポケットナイフだってああ持っていけこれで十分だろ
Alright, so now we're entering the Jack 2 fight. The goal is to just do enough damage at the beginning, and then we'll run off to get Jack to go into the car by himself. So we'll see how these guys handle this.
おいこんなとこ早く出よういいかまずこんな夜中に一人で何をしてるのか説明しろ俺があんたもだ
So here's another sensory. Jack will, if you're on the non-zero D, Jack will just tear his head right off. And on zero D, his head doesn't come off. So he's gonna shoot him right there, and he's gonna go right into that car. We're gonna delete all our items while we're waiting, and then he's gonna do a precise shot. He's gonna shoot him in the head. And there we go. For that strat, if you're shooting him in the head there, if you miss it, it's a bigger time loss. It's very risky, and it only saves 1 second. You see Marphoria going for the safer strat, where she just saws him, which is what a lot of people do. It's what I do, actually. I like doing that more. We're gonna grab the Ox key and move this shelf and head to the fun part of the game. This is basically where the fun starts. Fun, yay! We like fun. So once you open this door here, you're gonna grab the pendulum, which is gonna be used for grab the dog head. You need 3 dog heads to enter outside here. I'm about to go upstairs and grab the other dog head, and then I'm going to set up for an out-of-bounds strat. If they do it, you don't have to do the out of bounds. It saves about 15 seconds. But we'll see. See what these guys do. Here's that pendulum you use. You put that in that clock right there to grab the other dog key. And then we're trying to lower Jack. The objective is to keep him upstairs as much as possible until we need him to come downstairs. If it goes too fast, we can't do the strat. If it goes too slow, it's time loss, and we risk him breaking through the wall. And also with the shadow puzzle here, if he's in the room while we're doing the shadow puzzle, we can't do it. So it's pretty tricky to set up. Looks like they both might be going for it. You just push past Jack and you stare at this wall at a certain spot, and when Jack grabs you, you'll be out of bounds. And there we go, we're out of bounds. This allows us to get the red key card early. That's it. That's all it does. If you're not careful, you can soft lock the game, so you'll see these runners, they'll be doing certain puzzles that they don't really need to in order just to keep the game from soft lock. This game does not like you doing things out of order. So Marphoria, yep, she gets it too. Well done. Now we're about to head to the Jack 3 fight. So with all the bosses in the game, all the enemies in this game actually, they all have iframes, which means that at certain points, if you shoot at them or do anything, they won't take damage, so you have to wait. For the Jack 3 fight, you want to wait for like until a certain line to a certain time, or else you won't be able to get him down on the ground. Basically, you just gotta wait till their animation is over and you'll be good. You see, we're gonna organize our inventory here while Jack is grabbing the chainsaw. And then boop, and there you go. Beautiful Jack 3 fight. See how Mara does? This is the last dog hide we need to, and after that we can head over outside to the trailer. Groovy. And there we go. There's Jack 3, and well done, Laura. Both of these guys are doing very well. And for Marphoria, because she's not on COD, the fight does take a little longer for it to end. but we will be adding 25 seconds to the 0D runners to accommodate those time. Right now we're outside, about to go into the trailer to answer a phone where Zoe's going to talk to us some more. It's basically saying that they're infected and they can't leave until they're not infected anymore, and that there is a cure, but we gotta go find it. We gotta do all the work. I don't know why Zoe can't. So yeah, that phone call there, you have to enter the trailer, and you have to walk back out, because it's supposed to be like, oh, this is the safe spot, we're supposed to roam around, and then when you try to leave, then the phone goes off. So now we're going to enter the old house, which has Marguerite. She can be a pain, but she's pretty easy at some points, but she's annoying. She has the bugs and spiders. It's just gross. I'm gonna grab the spider puzzle, which is just a shadow puzzle. See, she's very mean. So yeah, that door there, you just saw it with the saw and you can go right through. So now we're gonna grab the crank. It's gonna allow us to get the crow key, which we can use to grab the DC's arm, which is the cure. But Marge is not gonna let us do that easily. These bugs in this game, don't take them for granted. They can kill you, they can really damage you. So Mara there, she's pretty blind. If you just, once you go through that door and you turn, like, take a sharp right and you head towards that radiator, she will not see you or spot you, which is weird, but it happens. So we do it. And that bug that's flying there is such a pain. So now that we have the crow key, we're gonna head up and unlock the door. I'm gonna get greeted by the Marge 1 fight. Marge 1 fight is really easy, for New Game Plus, easy. This guy, 1 Albert shot and 3 quick shots with the G17 and she's down. for the G17 doing quick shots, you just blind fire and aim, just swap back and forth from doing that. Be able to get your shots off quickly. And there we go, she's down. I'm gonna get another phone call from Zoe because she just likes to talk so much. And after that, we're gonna do the lantern skip. If they do it, but when they do it, it's you go outside and you look up at the ceiling, which spawns the door, and you walk off the ledge at a certain angle, and it'll allow you to skip an animation. It makes it so much faster. Marphoria getting that kill on Marge 1. GG's. Alright, see here we're gonna look up the ceiling for about a second or so, and it's gonna despawn that door. It's important that you listen for the growl. That's how you know that you got the strat down. And of course, seeing Marge roam off there. If you don't do it, if you mess up on it, you can easily fix it. Just climb back up the ladder, and the animation will proceed normally. It'll fix itself.
なんで言ってくれなかった？
悪かったね。で、結成は？
いや、まだだ。でも作る材料なら分かった。D 型被験体とかいうやつの頭と腕らしい。
頭なら持ってたと思う。
本当か？
でも腕の方はわからない。休館は全部調べた？
いや、まだだ。2階を調べてみるよ。
Alright, now for the Marge fight. Marge 2 fight. So this whole fight is like one big jump scare. So you should, like, first through that window, we're just gonna get some quick shots in her, then we're gonna turn around, look up at the ceiling, and then she's gonna be at the bottom left, and we're gonna saw her. The reason why we look up is because this fight, she spawns where you're not looking to try to, like, scare you, so we manipulate that. And also after the March 2 fight, you do have to delete an item or discard an item. Either the shoes or the saw, whichever you prefer. Because you need the space. We don't grab any inventory bags in this run. See Marphoria taking a slightly different handle on March. Everybody does that fight differently. There's so many ways to do this fight. Oh, and Marphoria gets the quick kill. If you're quick enough, you do enough damage, you can kill Marge before she jumps back onto the ceiling. So GG Marphoria. So now we're heading into this dark room, which is Evie's room. I guess the guest room or something. And Evie does not like us being in here because the D-series arm is in here. And that's what we need to make the cure. She's trying to be all spooky scary to make us go away. Alright, so now after we grab the arm, We need to go and get the other key card that we missed. Well, we didn't miss, but there's a blue key card and there's a red key card. We already grabbed the red one, doing them out of bounds. Now we gotta grab the blue one. And once we grab those, we'll head over to Lucas, who is a very crazy, messed up guy. He's got some issues.
こっちに来ないで。
マジかよ。多分これだな。
So that trailer there, if you just touch the corner, you'll get the autosave and the phone to trigger. It's as long as that's one of the phones we don't have to answer, but we have to trigger. And for some reason, if we go to the corner of that trailer, phone will ring. Marphoria having a little trouble in that molded, but gets through fine. Yeah, this game in general, even speedrunning wise, is very easy to pick up. There's not a lot of complicated strats to this game. It's very easy to learn. You see that he changed his FPS to 30 to allow him to just move right past that four-legged molded without any problems at all. So Marphoria is going to touch the trailer door, and there we go. And there's that phone. So you're going to see these guys when they go upstairs. They're going to do the clock puzzle that's in the bedroom, but they're not going to go down the open area that it opens, because we already got the red key card. But we have to do the puzzle, because the out of bounds, if you don't do it, the game will soft lock. Because this game does not like us going out of order. If we put in those key cards before we do that clock puzzle, that's when the game soft locks. We won't be able to interact with the TV. Marphoria taking a little bit of a hit. This axe puzzle right here, the shadow puzzle, is the hardest one. It's the most precise for some reason. The rest of them are super easy. And then we finally have the blue key card. Now we can proceed over to the Lucas TV, the Lucas section. We see how Marphoria, she had to reach down that deputy's throat to grab the snake key. That's something, if you're on 0D, you don't need to do. The key is just sitting there. That's one of the sensory spots. We put in those keys, and then we head up to this party house with Lucas. And we get to see how Lucas is really crazy. We get to see how crazy he is. And we see Marphoria deleting those shoes because you do need a space. Like I said, either the shoes or the saw, whichever you prefer. So after Lucas is done talking, we're gonna head over to all of his little traps. First one's gonna be a bunch of tripwires. It's easier on PC than it is console, because console aim is terrible. Just gotta shoot them all or run through them all. See you making through the bomb traps very nicely. There's a box here that is an RNG box. Sometimes it has a med, sometimes it has ammo. It gives you a med when you don't need it, but it gives you ammo when you do need ammo or a med. So now Lucas is yelling at us to enter the passcode. All the numbers he's yelling at us are all wrong. The passcode is 1408, but if you try to put it in before you learn the password, like earlier on, like right now, the password will change. I think it has 3 different outcomes it can have. But while we're waiting for the trap to come off, we just put away all our items, except for our New Game Plus items. Because when we enter the Lucas puzzle, Lucas wants us to discard all items. Alright, now we're gonna enter the fat molded fight. Just shoot him in the head, pop him a few times, and then he'll explode. These fat molded are faster than you think they are. Can easily charge at you. Be a real pain. See Mara getting ammo in that box when she could have used the med. It's the RNG for us. Game is one big troll. And right now, once you got the fatty down, we're gonna delete all our New Game Plus items. Once you discard them, they'll be back in your inventory. We do that because for this puzzle coming up, Lucas does not want us to have any items in our inventory. He wants them to discard us all. It's important when you're putting things in inventory for this part, you put away the keys first. So we don't want the keys. That way when we come back to the item box, we can just spam. And we'll have all our stuff right there and ready. We put in the passcode, which is 1408. And we entered the Lucas's puzzle. This puzzle, it's actually a pretty cool puzzle. Ooh, Marphoria taking a cheap shot by a molded. So for the Lucas puzzle, the goal is just to put the candle on the cake. But there's a shower in your way that keeps putting out the fire, so you gotta get rid of that first. So we use the candle to burn the rope. Put in the passcode. Passcode is loser or down. Each slot is down 5 times. We like to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we can grab the crank that turns off the shower that will allow us to put the candle on the cake. We're adding 25 seconds to the 0D runners because when you're on 0D, the game has animations that save you a lot of time. And in order to keep this tournament even and fair, we're going to be adding 25 seconds. For 0D, it censors all dismemberment. There's no chopping off any limbs, heads, arms, anything. They all stay together. And that makes certain things faster. So this bomb right here that goes off, if you just stand slightly to the left, it won't get you. And then we're gonna get all our item backs. And that's why you put away the keys first, that way, because you see, if you go down and you just spam all the way up, you'll get all your items. All the items that you need. Which is, it's more important, you have to have the crank and the arm. That's the most important. Yes, he's on 0D. Alright, now we're about to head to the Jack 3 fight, which is one of the most reset spots of the game. It all relies on one shot. I think there's 9 eyes in total. I could be wrong. I never actually counted them, I just know where they're all at. But there is one eye on the very bottom of the tail. That's the first eye we're going to be going for. Alright, let's see how we handle the Jack 3 fight. Here we go, we get that eye that's all the way at the bottom. And then we just gotta saw around and get the rest of the eyes. That tail eye that you shoot with the G17, it does have iframes. So you do have to wait, but you can just spam at it. It's fine. Sometimes you can get caught on this head. Which he does. It's unfortunate. Yeah, iframes. There you go. That's a great Jack 3 fight. GG.
Mia。ゾイか。ゾイ、俺は。
後にして、今は時間がない。材料は両方持ってきたの？
ここにある。これで作れるか。
急いで作らないとまずいね。きっと父さんとルーカスは近くにいる。
Alright, now we get to see how Marphoria handles the Jack 3 fight.
2人分あるね。
Both are doing very well.
結成を作った後はどうするんだ。
外に止めてあるボートで沼を渡るんだ。でも結成を打たないと私たちは出られない。ちょっと一つは私のだよ。
Simar going for that tiny eye, and she does get it. Now it's gonna be easy. You just gotta saw the rest of the eyes. See if she gets caught in that head. You saw him fast enough. Yeah, there she goes. Didn't get caught in the head, so GG's. Be quick, he won't get caught. And there we go. Both had a great Jack 3 fight. Oh, Mar getting a med there.
さすがに。
Running through the whole game on danger health and yellow health, like a tryhard.
こっち。こいつに結成を使って。
おい、こいつを助ける気か。
大丈夫。
So, for the sake of going fast, we are going to be picking Mia here. If we pick Zoe, you end up, the scene for the boat takes longer, and we also get an extra boss fight. So, for the sake of going fast, we need to pick Mia.
結成を使った。あと1本しかない。
残ったのは一つだけ。一人分しかないなんて。これからどうすればいいの？いいんだ。逃げるなんて考えがバカだった。でもゾイ、もういい。二人ともさっさと行って。一緒に行こう。誰か治療できる人がいるはず。ここが私の家。ここから離れられないんだよ。
I don't know about you guys, but I like Mia more than Zoe.
そんなのいらない。
I said it.
誰も助けになんか来ないくせに。
Alright, now for the ship here, we are going to be playing as Mia, as we see Ethan get taken away. So the ship here, there's again not much to it. It's like the guest house. Just keep your corners tight, open doors right, and then you'll be good. Can't count how many times I've dozed off while just running through this part and actually going through wrong doors and stuff because I was not paying attention.
いいさ、本当に何も覚えてないのよ。
頼むよ。あれは船か。どうしてこんなところに。おい、大丈夫か。今のは何だ。
So to trigger this scene right here, or this flashback is what it is, you just gotta run to that white helmet that's on the floor and then turn around.
ママ、こっちだよ。
ここ。いいさ。
This is another retry option here for PC only. Or as you're falling down there, you do a retry and then you pop up at the bottom. I think for PC there's 2 more retries left. One when you find Ethan and then the other in the salt mines. So yeah, there's 2. If you have not played the DLCs, I do recommend playing Not a Hero. It's free and it tells you more about the ending of the story, learn more about Chris and Lucas, what happened to him. Actually, all the DLCs are actually pretty good. You learn a lot. So now we're going to enter a flashback through the means of a VHS tape. Not sure how, but we do it. So now we get to learn what happened on the ship all 3 years ago. We meet Alan. Everybody loves Alan. He did his best. He did his job. Well, no, he didn't. He actually, the whole reason is because of Alan, so. All this is Alan's fault. So for the first strat that's coming up here, it's called the Alan 1 skip, where you interact with, you open the doors and then you interact with this like molded vomit that's on the ground. And if you're quick and turn around at the right time, you can cancel the phone call. See how they do here? So we're gonna open up these double doors. See if he gets it.
家族になれ
Yay, we got Alan one skip. If you fail it, the doors won't open and you have to sit there listening for him to talk.
言ったのに
待ってよ。
I hear it is harder to do on PC than it is console. Now, as we're waiting for this elevator to open, we grab all our items. And we saw molded. You want to saw them in the legs, because if you saw them like in the head or the arms or whatever, this animation will take a long time to end, and you won't be able to press the button for the elevator.
これ見て
何？どうして？
Now we're gonna see these guys trying to do the Alan 2 skip,
あら、
which requires the bomb. And you gotta put the bomb near the door here. And then once we come back around, we're gonna blow ourselves through that door and allow us to open it early. Normally, you can't open these two doors, but we're gonna make them open. That's what we do. It's very important that you don't reload your gun while you place the bomb down, because it is the same button.
あなたのミスだわ。でもだからって見殺し
Many runners have lost their PBs all because they reloaded their gun and sent the bomb off way too early.
されてるのよ。こんなことになるなんて。
持ってけ。あの子の組織サンプルが入ってる。あの子を見つけて終わらせるんだ。
さあエブリン、どこにいるの？ 近いわね。過剰代謝してる。リセットしなきゃ。
Alright, and we got the Alan 2 skip. Woo! See how Marphoria gets the Alan 1 skip as well. GG's to both people. It's better to have that bomb closer to the doors than it is farther away. At least I think so. You have to blow the bomb up just right. Alright, let's see how Marphoria does with the Alan 2 skip. These are the biggest skips on the ship here. After you've done these, the game is pretty easy. Are we gonna see Alan? Somehow he pops up here. We don't know how he got here. Because I think the elevator's broken. He's up here, tries help, doesn't work, calls Evie a bad name, and Evie does not like that. So we say bye, Alan.
あの子の友達が増えてる。そこら中にうようよいるの。大丈夫なの？
Ooh, Marphoria not getting that Alan 2 skip. She gets the halfway though. She did get the back up. So it's still a good time save. And that's the end of the ship. Just run over, find Evie. Evie gets mad at us, destroys the entire boat, and we get to see the only cutscene that we can skip in this entire game. Normally on console, this loading screen here takes forever. On PC, it's super fast. I think console, it's over a minute long. I actually do not know if that bomb saves time. Might just be something fun to do.
どうやってここに来たの？
エブリは
あの子暴走してる。今すぐ処置しないと取り返しがつかなくなるわ。
どの道俺はもうすぐ死ぬ。
Right now that the flashback is over, we gotta go and find Ethan.
こと言わないで。
A lot of new runners, though this ship here, there's a lot of routing to it, so a lot of new runners will actually get lost or turn around. This place can be pretty confusing because it all looks the same.
あの子はあなたを支配しようとしてるのよ。気をしっかり持ってあら。エブリン、やめて。今すぐやめるのよ。
俺にさんだ。
And so that little elevator hatch door, you can't interact with it until Mia's completely stand up. But we still try. We still spam at it. So now we gotta grab the corrosive here, which is this pink liquid. And some people can get it while they open this door and grab it and still walk out of the door before that door closes. And we get it. We got a god door. Finally got someone to do a god door on the tourney. God door is easier to do on PC than console. But it is real. It's not fake.
Hey, Evelyn. 思い出したわ。
じゃあまた家族になってくれるよね。
いいえ、ダメよ。家族にはなれない。これまでも、これからも。あなたと家族になんてならないのよ。
じゃあいい。お前なんていらない。
So the goal for here is actually get the elevator moving. You need the power cord and the fuse. And once you get the elevator moving, that's when you find Ethan. As you're getting the power cord here, there's gonna be a fat molded. Basically just ignore him. You can walk right past him. If you do stall though, and on the harder difficulties, he will chase you. Those fat guys, they are faster than you think. You gotta be careful when interacting with these buttons on the elevator, because a lot of runners have pressed the wrong button. It's funny when it happens, but it's sad, because you do lose time. Right now we're making our way to Ethan. And once we reach Ethan, some people will do a retry here. I don't know if they'll do it or not. But once we reach Ethan, we'll get a cutscene where Jack basically just explains everything. Explains that it's not his fault, he was being controlled, Evie made him do it, he's actually a nice guy. Except for Lucas. Lucas was always mean. See Mara grabbing that power cable and moving past the fat molded. Both of these runners are actually still doing very well. Hasn't been too many problems. So maybe a PB, maybe not. Either way, it's gonna be very good runs. Mar is on PB pace, that's awesome. So many PBs have happened in this tourney, which is great. So now we're entering the end here, which is going to need to roam through the swamp, and then we're going to enter the salt mines, and then the lab.
イーさんイーさんおい心配しなくていい
Normally, if you pick Zoe here, this is where you would have to fight Mia again. But since we picked Mia, we don't have that boss fight. And that Mia fight is basically just the same as the Mia 2 fight. You get a crowbar instead of an axe.
全てあの子がエブリンがやった。
あの子は何なんだ。あんたたちに何をした。
あの子は妙な力を使い俺たちを感染させた。あの子は俺が沼地の船のそばで見つけた。それから全てが変わった。
感染させて人を支配するのか。
いや正確には違うな。あの子は無理やり心に入り込むんだ。そうなったらもう抵抗できない。一度あの子とつながると自分の感情も抑えられなくなって、その後はもう全く別人になってしまう。
ミアが送ったメッセージもエブリンの仕業か。
いいか、あの子はただ自分の家族が欲しいだけだ。エブリンが鍵だ。いいな、お前ならあの子を止められるはずだ。
So these runners are playing on a different language, because if you're playing anything besides English, you will save 1 second, half a second. It's a free time save. So now once we're in the cabin here, we're gonna be grabbing the grenade launcher. And we're gonna just get all our weapons back, and then we're gonna head over to the elevator.
私が愛させてあげよう。
Now, everybody does this part differently. Some people favor the handgun, some people favor the grenade launcher. Whatever gets you through.
どうする気？お前はママじゃない。そう言ったよね。
There is a tripwire bomb out there that we shoot before these doors open. And there's gonna be a four-legged molded here. It does have iframes, so you have to wait for his animation to stop before you can kill him.
早くここから出て。もうこれ以上耐えられそうにないのよ。
よせ。
あなたがあの子を殺さなきゃ。
And with the grenade launcher, there's a newer round which stuns enemies and will kill four-legged molded in one hit. And they also have the flame round, which sets things on fire, because we love setting things on fire. That molded went flying. It's funny when they go flying. So now here we're gonna get the cure, which is what we're gonna use to destroy Evie. I think it's called like the E neurotoxin or something. Once we got that, we're gonna head back up to the guest house. First, we gotta make our way through the salt mines. And we'll be entering the last retry, which is the most noticeable retry. So again, most runners, they do things differently. You see, we're favoring the handgun here. Some people like to favor the grenade launcher. Some people do both. It's important that, though, that at the end there's gonna be two fat molded. Those guys you need to stun with the newer round in order to make it up the ladder. If you don't stun them, they'll like hit you with their vomit and you fall all the way back down. It's a real pain. It's best to shoot the second one because it has splash damage, so it will also hit the first one. So now we're back into the guest house, our favorite part of the game. So Evie is showing us little hallucinations here. Nothing here hurts us, even with Mia's like attacking you here with her chainsaw. You won't take any damage, you won't die. It's all spooky, scary. Alright, we see Marphoria about to enter her last retry. We see that Evie does not like that we have the cure, or the neurotoxin, whatever it's called. The green stuff. So she ends up running away and we have to go find her. And she's upstairs in the attic again, which we need to, she's gonna be doing this like force push that we need to push ourselves through. And if we move just right, we can get to her in one cycle. Oh, he got it! Oh, that was very close. See that Marphoria made it very well through the mines. Again, GG's to both runners. This has been a great run. For this last boss fight here, you don't have to shoot at Evie, but at the very end you can die if you use up all the bullets that Chris gives you. So you do have to be careful.
そいつを殺してママ。
よくもやりやがったな、このクソ野郎が。お前も味わいやがれ。
こいつパパになりたくないって。それじゃあ殺すしかないね。じゃあ次はママがお前を殺す番だよ。お前も家族にしてやる。そうしたら
See Evie just catching Ethan's leg here. You just gotta saw it away. Then you fall down all the way to the floor. Grab that gun that Chris throws at you. Calls you on the magical walkie-talkie. Tells you to use it. And then you just fire away. Ooh, Mara getting knocked down there. Go, 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 you can do it! Yay! Mara reached Evie. Then GG's to all runners. At 28:35. So with the added 25 seconds, that puts him at a 129 even. We're seeing Mar here, entering the last fights. The shooter. GG's again to both runners. Said that many times, but it's true. Woo, GG's. Both was a great race. 1 second PB from Mar. Wow, it's still a PB. It's progress. I'd rather PB by 1 second than even my time. All right, we're gonna see if anybody's up for interviews.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
GG's on your win.
Thank you.
Yep. So you got the one hit on Mia 1 or Mia 2. I saw.
Yes, I did. It was
Nice.
actually, I definitely thought I wasn't getting that because my positioning was really bad, but I guess I got lucky.
And you also got the God Door,
Yes.
which is crazy.
There's a trick to, there's like I learned that there's actually a method to that. It's not really like RNG or anything like that, but like it just, you just open the door on the last possible frame that you can when running at the door, and it becomes way more consistent after that. But yeah. It was that was good.
GG's.
GG.
Nice. Yo, Marphoria.
Hey, Yossi.
You happy? Happy with
Somewhat.
your 1 second PB?
No, so like I could have PB'd by 10 seconds, but right there at the very end, I got knocked over twice by Evie, and it made me so mad. But I don't know. Like I think I might have taken damage, or maybe I didn't block one of those. But yeah, it could have been way better. I'm still happy overall with how everything with most of the run.
Yeah. I failed many times on that last Marge or Eevee fight there because I failed the 1 cycle and stuff. It's terrible.
I wasn't even going for 1 cycle. I told everyone, I was like, I'm not going to go for 1 cycle. I'm just going to do this like I normally do and block twice. But I don't know. I must have taken damage from one of them because I got knocked back, and then I got knocked back a second time. So, yeah, I guess I PB'd by 1 second. I saved 9 seconds somewhere. I don't know where. I could look somewhere here in my splits. I'm just happy that I got the 1 hit Mia 2 and then somehow got hallway skip. So I'll say
you both got 1 hit. I looked. I wasn't sure if you got it or not. But that's awesome. You both got it.
Yeah, well done. I heard you when I hopped in here. You got the. I heard he got God Door as well.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done.
Did an amazing run. It was a great race.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of. When I watched chat even while I'm playing. When I saw that you got hallway skip, right as I was trying for hallway skip, like I tried to bait Jack back in the hallway, but he instead hit me twice, and I was like, oh no. So I saw you got it, and Jack had hit me, and I was like, oh Jesus.
Oh no. Well, I also got critical health in the barn, and that really slowed me down too, and I was like really nervous about that. And also because I had to block the wire traps in there, and then usually there's that crate in there that has a heal like on your way to the keypad, but there was bullets in there, even though my health was low, and I was just like, Jesus, RNG. That's like the only element of RNG in this game is the freaking crates. So I did not get a heal there, ended up getting a crit, slowed me down a little bit, but halfway got the second bomb skip. I failed. I didn't get the whole thing. I got it like halfway.
Yeah.
The double D
it's
skip?
better than not getting it at all.
That's true. So yeah. And so yeah, it was all good, but I'm glad. Well done. GG's Ezekiel.
GG's.
Yep, GG's everybody. And we will have more matches to come. We'll just need to schedule more. But until then, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll hope to see you next time. If you want to if you're interested in racing this game or just knowing more about this game, join our Discord. We love giving advice, speedrunning it, or just trying to beat it casually. We're a big friendly community.
Everyone's super nice.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Thank you all, and guess we'll see you next time.
All right, take care, guys. Thank you so much for having us.